Yo, 5 9 Gamers, what's going on? It is your boy ZVG here, and today I am joined by the homies Virgil and Azik. Say what's up.
Yo, what is up, you guys?
Yo.
Azik, that was weak, man. That was weak.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Jeez.
But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about endurance, revival, and just rush protection in general. With the new release of the Android 17 and 18, endurance has taken quite a huge hit. So we're going to be talking about, how it happened and like what's going to happen moving forward with more ways to counter Rising Rush. So first thing I want to talk about is the fact that endurance is kind of like nothing anymore. I remember once upon a time where if you didn't have endurance, then your team was trash. But nowadays it's like you can run units without endurance and not be worried at all, because endurance itself is hard countered by the top meta teams right now in the game. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I agree with that. I mean, endurance has definitely lost some value. A lot of value, given the meta is heavy on units that can nullify it. The powerful opponents actually have access to I think the majority, if not all, the units that do that, right? The Rose, the full power Frieza, and then even the new Android duo, they just nullify endurance for existing. So they kind of, there's not really any rush protection if the majority of the units the teams you're gonna run into can just nullify it, right? So Revival has gained a lot of value from that.
Yeah, facts.
I think for me personally, I almost feel like endurance is kind of becoming outdated, and the new quote unquote endurance is starting to just become Dragon Ball Destruction. I feel like that's like the better quote unquote endurance, right? Because you're starting to see teams, especially like LOE, where it's just Dragon Ball Destruction, Dragon Ball Destruction, Dragon Ball Destruction, to the point where you'll get down to there's 30 timer counts left on the board. You haven't even gotten your first rush off. That's going to be infinitely better than having someone with endurance on your team, right? Because not only do you have these new units coming into light that are just nullifying endurance outright, like the Android 17-18 duo, but most of these modern day units are having some sort of tools within their kit to just nullify endurance as well, like whether it be through ultimate, whether it be through blue card and stuff like that, right? So I think we're going to see Dragon Ball Destruction become more popular. We're already seeing that in action right now, LOE, and then you're also starting to see that new age team of 17-18 who can destroy Dragon Balls, LF Cell who can destroy Dragon Balls, and then the full power Frieza who can also destroy Dragon Balls. So it's not just exclusive to LOE at this point. And I think we're going to see that trend for a little bit right here.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. That Dragon Ball Destruction is probably one of the most toxic mechanics right now. Just if you're stopping from your opponent from getting your rush and you're also gaining Dragon Balls at the same time, like that's just easy wins. Like you just rising rush, and that mechanic just is very, very powerful.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Which is why sometimes I just don't even feature Go on. I just put the LF Frieza there, FPF. He can just remove like 3 Dragon Balls are coming in. I also run Cell 2, so that's 5 Dragon Balls on swapping, and then I have the Droid, so that's another 3, so that's 8 that I can potentially take away, which would be much better than endurance. Because if I had endurance, I just get rushed anyway, because the teams that I'm fighting, LOE and Androids right now, they just nuke endurance for absolutely no reason. So
yep,
I feel like Dragon Ball Destruction is definitely the way to go, and units that have that in their kit are gonna age extremely well, because I think that's like kind of like a timeless ability, which is why if Rose ever got a plat, I want them to increase his chance of reducing Dragon Balls per strike. Like that would make him really, really, really good.
It honestly
something to see that Rose gets some value though.
Yeah, that is true. I think I wanted to ask you guys too, is that do you guys think that it's going to get even more out of hand? Because I would consider that it's out of hand right now in terms of Dragon Ball Destruction. But back in the day, like the only people that could, if you had a unit that had Dragon Ball Destruction, it was like on the main ability, right? With like Demon King Piccolo, or it was like on death, right? With you see it with the death buff Vegeta, and back then like that was suitable. Like it was still annoying, but it was like not game breaking, whereas right now it's like you really can't get a rush off sometimes against these teams, like at all, like throughout the entire match. Do you think it'll get worse?
It's going to be a lot more common for sure. I mean, just because of how unbalanced the Dragon Ball Destruction mechanic is, they're going to give it to other teams, other units that can benefit off that. Yes, I do think it's something that they'll implement more from now. Like that's like going to be the flashy mechanic. This unit takes Dragon Balls, or like this unit stops Dragon Balls, that's like very powerful.
Yeah. Also, to another thing, what do you guys think about revival as a way to protect against the Rising Rush? What do you guys think about like how revival has? Because I think 2 months ago it was like endurance is better than revival, all this other stuff. But now if you look at it now, it's like revival is almost better because BS isn't really seeing any much use right now. Well, the droids and LF3s are just rampant.
I think both are a liability. Both are a liability because if I see revival, I got Cell. You know what I mean? Anti-revival, no key, no forms of like making a move. Like that's also very powerful. But yeah, if you can build a team without like crutching or like needing a Rising Rush fodder, right? Just a powerful enough team, like it's definitely not the best. They're just putting a lot of ways to counter certain, a lot of things, revival, endurance. But it's definitely one of those things where it's like you gotta pick what is the best for your setup that you're using.
Oh yeah.
Like even with Future Gohan right now, a lot of people saying he's lost a ton of value. Because of the androids, right? They completely counter him. His main thing is him just receiving buffs, like for the team. Like he's like an incredible support unit. So without him, I don't know if I would replace like, Revival Frieza, like over the Future Gohan. I know the Revival Frieza also supports with inflicted damage, right? But his is like continuous. Like you're constantly getting buffs for your whole team. So it's like, your team's on steroids now. So like Cell is nuking like anyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the way I see it right now, like especially with us having this conversation, I think easily to rank them, it's like Dragon Ball Destruction at the very top in terms of all this stuff, right? Of mitigating rush, and then after that it's Revival, and then it's Endurance. I think Endurance is coming in last right now. I mean, Revival is still, like how you said, Virgil, you still got Cell right there, right? You still got Cell, but it's like it's still better to me. It's better. I think me and you, ZVG, were talking about this. It's better than just flat out having a unit dead.
Yeah. I'd rather have 2 units. I'd rather have 3 units than 2. So yeah. One more thing I want to ask you guys. What do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that we get any counters to like? I don't know how this will work, but like how Dragon Ball Destruction is so prevalent. What about Dragon Ball gaining? Do you guys think we're gonna see more of that on more units? Like they come in and they gain Dragon Balls or something like that? What do you guys think?
Absolutely, without a doubt, 100%.
Yep.
It all ties into that Dragon Ball, manipulation, gain destruction. It's all tied together. I think it's going to be very common, actually, just given with the fact that they don't intend to change the Rising Rush. It's never been they're not going to change it, right? It's a core mechanic in the game. Many units manipulate Dragon Balls, and I think it's only going to get more and more. And we look at this Kaioken Goku, like he's got some things we haven't seen before mechanic wise. These strike locks, right? We're going to see even more busted mechanics. Like I can't think of something that would be more busted for Rising Rush at the moment. Maybe like you get a full rush. Maybe one day there's a mechanic that'll just give you a rush. Like it.
Oh, we got that
material,
already.
like
Baseball Yamcha, bro. He gets a full rush after hitting like. I'm not even. Never mind, bro.
Yeah.
No one's using Baseball Yamcha, unfortunately.
No, but like it's probably not too realistic. But I just think it could get to an extreme with like mechanics. Like the power creep is so high right now that like I wouldn't be surprised anymore. Yeah, definitely the full rush like is definitely over exaggeration. But I at the same time would not be surprised. Like the way the power creep is scaling right now, the type of things new units can do, it just makes all these units that have released in the past 2 to 3 years just worthless. Like there's no reason for them to exist. Like you're not going to use them. They don't have any value in the meta. Like even refurbished units, all these Zenkais, like if they can't have all this utility, all this Dragon Ball destruction, all this mechanics, like they're just done. They're just not worth running. You know, the damage definitely needs to be there, but the utility is so important nowadays. So yeah, the revival endurance is definitely a tricky one, with the fact that like there's a lot of things to nullify, or like even anti-revival and stuff like that. So
what if we get an ability where it's like anti Dragon Ball destruction, where it's like you'll have a unit that you can't destroy their Dragon Balls. If this unit is
That'd
in
be
there,
crazy.
you cannot destroy his Dragon Balls.
That would be so dope. I would love that. That'd be great. That would be great, honestly. But I feel like with everything that they implement in the game, they can always like release something to counter what they implemented.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen it. We've seen the gauge lock already in the data mine since last year. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
they
that's
already
true.
planned that from last year, bro. So you know that sometime this year or even the next year, it's gonna come out. You know, so they do have these things planned, and I wouldn't be surprised if MUI has some shit where like he comes in and he can't get destroyed Dragon Balls like 3 times on entry or something like that. You know, I wouldn't be shocked at that at all.
Yeah.
The more common that becomes, yeah, they'll have like an anti Dragon Ball, manipulation or something of the sort.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, do you guys think we'd ever get like a unit that can't get nullified, that can't get their nullified revived, or like endurance
Oh
like
yes.
cancelled? Like a unit that just like can't, this unit right here, his endurance cannot be cancelled at all. No matter what you do, you have to get through the endurance. You guys think that's ever gonna be the case?
Oh.
Yes, just not soon.
Yeah, I think if it does happen, it would be in the far future, because endurance has been around for so long and they have yet to do that. So if they haven't done that yet for endurance, I doubt they're gonna do it because it even took a lot of people were like set in stone that they would never have a unit cancel revival, right? And then Beerus came along. So what I am confident in saying is that whatever feature they implement, a new feature that they implement, they're always gonna have a counter for that stored for the future. But as of right now, I don't know. I think a unit that has uncancelable endurance or uncancelable revival would be it would have to be in such like the far future.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's always going to be something to counter a certain mechanic. It's just not right when like a really powerful unit, like right now the androids just released, they wouldn't like anytime soon make a unit that's just you can't nullify their endurance, just because like it's it's like a pointless release, you know what I mean? Like you just release this powerful unit and then you release something else that's like it defeats the entire purpose of like why you would run that unit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, I do see that happening. Like in the, like I said, I was saying it earlier. Like I'm not surprised with any type of mechanics that they would drop. You know, with power creep and with all these new characters, units have just become so powerful that it pretty much like they're gonna take it to the the extent of like they're making every old unit just non-existent. Like if they don't nullify this, or they don't strike lock, or if they don't do this, that you just can't run them. Like there's no point in running them.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we covered everything regarding endurance and revival and Dragon Ball instruction. So let us in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think endurance is dead? Do you guys think Dragon Ball manipulation is just too powerful? Let us know down below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys do like and subscribe to 5 Night Gaming. This is ZVG, joined by Virgin and Asleek, and we'll catch you guys in the next 5 Night Gaming video. Peace out, guys.
See you, sir.
Later.